Hey, it's Rashid here with the AV Club, and I'm here with Noah Gundersen.
Hello.
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 Welcome.
Thank you.
He just finished playing a couple songs for us in our wonderful little studio, and we're really excited to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
And then at the end, we'll do a little lightning round of fan questions.
Lightning round.
For
bonus.
We combed the internet.
Great.
To get all your awesome fans to send in questions. So someone told me, a little birdie said that you were kind of into hardcore, which I was as well.
Yeah. Well, how old are you? Can I ask how old you are?
I am
175. 22.
I'm a ripe young.
Yeah.
No, I'm 36.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so we grew up probably around the same kind of music then. Like,
Yeah.
But I was like, into like Christian hardcore.
No, me too.
Okay.
Which
Cool.
is
We're on the
I-
same page then.
I'm not super.
This is going great already.
Yeah. I mean, Under Oath.
I saw Under Oath in like 2000. Oh shit, 2004, 5 maybe, and I like crowd surfed into the keyboard and knocked it all over the stage, and then just kind of sheepishly walked off.
I feel like
It was a really bad time. I mean, I would have been so pissed if I had been there.
Yeah,
They
I'm
were like
wondering.
surprisingly kind of chill. I mean, it must happen a lot.
It's kind of the scene. If
Yeah.
you don't, yeah.
If you don't crowd surf into a keyboard at least once,
right?
you haven't made it.
Cool. So that being said, did you? I know you made the jump from like kind of folksy to like now this more heavy guitar driven like keyboard music and on the album White Noise.
Yeah.
Was that like kind of an inspiration too that brought in?
I think, well, I listened to a lot of different kinds of music, and I was just getting tired of what I was doing, and didn't feel inspired by what I was doing anymore. So it was time for a change.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we don't change, we'll
Die.
Yes. It's happening to me right
Yeah.
now. I'm
It's going to
withering.
be fine. Please change.
I'm changing. My name is now John.
This is going well.
Okay, so where do you find inspiration, like with your lyrics? 'Cause I know they're very personal. Like in the sound,
Yeah. Well, I guess, first of all, I don't really know where songs come from. And that's kind of,
no one
yeah, no one does. And every time, you give an interview, you try to explain where songs comes from, but it's mostly just bullshitting. So I guess I would honestly say I don't really know where they come from. They happen. I'm grateful that they happen. I get stressed out when they don't happen. There is something to be said for just showing up. And sometimes you show up and they don't happen, and then you feel like you're a worthless piece of shit because you've based your entire life around writing songs, and then all of a sudden, it didn't happen. Yeah, it's terrifying. And then like another time, you sit down and something awesome happens, and you feel like $1 million.
So I grew up very religious, and I know you grew up in a big family,
Yeah.
Religious family. Do you ever feel kind of like, which some people I know struggle with this, like, do you feel like sort of any kind of guilt about not following that line that your parents kind of set out for you and the music that they probably would have? I mean, I'm sure they love your music now, but the music they would think.
Not so much anymore. I left the church when I was like officially. I signed my letter of resignation.
Yeah, we all do that.
When I was about 18, which was about 10 years ago. So it's not. I don't think I have so much guilt about it anymore. If anything, I have less bitterness than I used to. I think for many years I was on like a crusade of anti-religious everything, which I'm on a soft crusade now. But I think now I've just learned that like everyone's at a different place. People need different things. I think the institution and the hierarchy of the institution can be incredibly unhealthy for society at large. Right. But as far as where people are at, that can be really hard to judge because people are always coming from a different place in life. So I've learned to have a little bit more grace with it.
A little more open, because I mean, for me too, it's kind of a lot of my family is, and a lot of their ideas I don't really agree with, but you got to have open.
Yeah, there's still people.
Right?
Yeah, people are still people, and
Yeah.
they have their own fears and insecurities that are informing their decisions. And also, I think it just can be really difficult for people to get out of a thing that they feel comfortable in and have lived in for a long time, and facing some of those big questions outside of that paradigm can be really terrifying. So, yeah.
Cool. So I've got a question from one of your big fans, Mr. Frank Capra, not to be confused with the 1930s director.
Yes, different person.
Or maybe it is him. He just sent it through time.
Oh,
Interesting. Think about that
very
one.
interesting.
Chew on that one, Noah. All right. So he says, now that you've gone from acoustic to a full band, is this how you've always envisioned your music, or do you just have the resources to make what you always imagined happen?
I guess all I can say to that is I will always be fluid in what I do. Hopefully, that's the goal. I tend to be kind of an extreme person, so I'll pendulum from thing to thing. But I really don't know what's going to come next necessarily, or if this is like what I always wanted. I think it's what I want right now, and that could be completely different in a year.
Right. Hey, we're fickle. We're fickle people.
We are.
Okay, so at Mike Trav 87 asks, how was collaborating with John Foreman on a few of his solo records?
John is one of the nicest people in the music industry.
Right.
Really, really good dude. That was a few years ago when I did that. I think I would like the chance to do over, because I feel like I could have done a lot better now than I did then. But I like collaborating a lot, and I think as I've gotten older, I've become more open to the idea of it. I think as creatives, sometimes we're fed this idea that if it isn't coming from you, or if you're not like super controlling or tight-fisted about your whole process, then for some reason maybe you have less artistic value,
Right.
which I think can be a huge bummer, because there's so much to be had in collaboration. And this record for me particularly was a lot of collaborating and just opening myself up to letting other people be involved. So I think things like working with John and other people, I would like to do more stuff like that.
Yeah. And the last question is a lighthearted one.
Okay. Is this from Tenderfoot 69?
This is from Tender Wings.
Tender Wings 69.
Chicken Winged 45.
Great.
This is from SCN 7794.
Ooh.
He or she asks,
What do you think that stands for?
Oh, scones, maybe? Scones.
I like someone who is
Someone who
so
loves scones.
passionate about scones that they made their Twitter handle scone based.
Or someone who's
They're
eaten
a baker.
7,794 scones. And maybe every year it goes up. I don't know.
These are the deep questions.
Maybe we should be asking scone.
Yeah, scone person, scone man.
He asks, what's your coffee order? Now, I think I know why, right? Because you worked at a coffee shop.
I did work at a
Right,
coffee
your
shop a
first time.
long time ago. I'm like just a black coffee guy.
Hey.
Pretty simple. I like the AeroPress thing.
Oh, I've seen those.
Seen
I'm
those? You
scared
heard
of
about
that.
this? You seen
I'm
this? You heard
scared.
about this?
I've heard of it, and I'm scared of it. I
Dude.
feel like it's going to blow up in my
Do
face.
not fear. It is the best method for making a steaming hot cup of Joe. I'll just tell you that. I'm gonna put that out there, and then hopefully get a sponsorship.
Next tour, sponsored by
AeroPress.
I think because I heard an urban legend once that like a French press exploded and stabbed someone in the face.
I mean, statistically, it's very likely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. I mean, there's a glass thing full of hot water that you're like pushing on. I mean,
I stay away from anything that I have to push on.
feel that.
Yeah. With that being said, Noah, thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
Great to have you come back anytime. Good luck on tour. Anything you want to plug out there to the people in the AV Club world?
No, I'm just happy to be here. This has been very nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been awesome meeting you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Cheers.
Goodbye.